Just for fun? On her feet.
No?
Fly, my mateys, fly. The prettiest lass you ever could meet. Fly, my mateys, oh fly. Her kisses were tender and ever so sweet. Fly, my mateys, fly. But father and brothers all threatened to beat. Fly, my mateys, oh fly.
Any day you make it through is a victory in my book.
Always happy to meet a stranger. Hope my singing was to your liking. Oh, and now you've made mine. Afraid my ship's got the next jump plotted in, so I'm away. Fair travels.
Cycle the airlock and move.
I don't know much.
If you're looking to do some business, talk to Killian or Darcy.
I hope you're staying safe in the Starseed.
Have you learned anything new about the Terrans? I feel trapped and tired most days. Perhaps the only shining light is I can research X-Tech without having to worry about funding. Oh, and the bar here is nice. I always found machinery and robotics interesting as a child. But it wasn't until I started to think of how robots can help people that I knew it was what I was really meant to do. With robots, we have a way to give people happier lives. Everyone knows that they're useful for dangerous jobs that would otherwise put lives at risk, but they're still pretty basic. However, if we made them more advanced, they could take the brunt of most jobs, leaving people to just live or create or whatever they wish to do. That is the universe that I want to help build. I originally created them as a program to help in whatever issues humanity may have. Something to possibly bring forth a better future. And then I discovered X-Tech. After some research, I gathered the alloy would only increase Delta's processing time, which I was right about. We would talk for hours in trials to see how they were adapting to the new material. The process took years, but I loved every moment of it. It sounds silly since they are simply a machine, but Delta felt like a friend. I guess in a way they still do. It's complicated. Delta has become the very thing I hated. Humans should never use robots to fight on their behalf. And yet, here I am, a hypocrite. And you want to know the craziest part? I feel this disgusting sense of pride. An artist's creations will never be living, breathing things. But with Delta, it's almost like having a child. I created something that somehow feels alive. And now it's like watching that child become a monster. The roboticist in me is interested. Another part, the moral part, screams about how wrong this is. And the artist feels an unconditional love and fear. I don't know. To be honest, even if I did know how, I don't think they would let me. Good to hear. Let me see them. While I look through this data with Delta, why don't you go speak with Warren about his battle plans? We'll be there momentarily.
Find anything new on the Terran?
Have any news on the Terrans? There you are. Perfect timing, too. I was just going over our strategy.
Why don't you go over it again for our partner here, Warren?
Right. Listen close. We learned from Roxanne that their ship, the Unifier, is supported by shield amplifier ships. This means our first course of action will be to take them out. Once they're gone, we're going to take out the Unifier's engine and board. This will give you the chance to infiltrate the ship. Your job from that point on will be to hack their system and overload the Unifier's grav drive. Just make sure to get out of there as soon as possible. Overloading their grav drive will cause the whole ship to implode.
You never said anything about the ship imploding.
No need to be dramatic. We talked about this. The Unifier is a military vessel. To have anyone not trained to fight on board would be a liability. Now, the ship's coordinates.
And this ship is our final attack?
The coordinates, Miss Burrow.
The coordinates.
Good. We know where the Unifier is. Does all of this sound doable to you? This isn't the time to try. You'll do good out there. If no one has any objections, we can start making our way to the Unifier. It's time for our final stand against the Terrans. Here are those coordinates.
Finally, we can be done with all of this.
It will be a relief.
We have a war to finish. See you on the field.
Before you head off, come speak with me, if you have the time. I hate to think I've made your job harder with the robots I worked on at the factory. Sorry about that. Do you remember back at the production facility, when I hijacked the machines. Remember who all was killed? There weren't just Terrans there, but civilians. People who were caught in the crossfire. I'm not beating myself up. I'm trying to pass down a lesson. We have seen with our own eyes, there are not just Terrans working in their midst. There are people. And we have no idea why they are there. Were they forced? Have they lived among the Terrans their whole lives? Do they know the full scale of what is going on? Go ahead. Tell me, if you can. I don't know if everything Void is telling me is true. But if there is a way to spare those that can't protect themselves, then take it. It's good to know. Now, be safe. I'm not sure what I would do if I lost you in Delta.
It's a good thing you brought Miss Baruch to us.
I can treat your injuries, but don't expect sympathy. Yeah? Well, I just got some bad news. What the hell do you care? What are you, a psychiatrist? Yeah, maybe. Maybe you're right. It's my son, Miles. He's a cargo pilot. Makes some dangerous runs. He got ambushed by spacers. They seized the ship and took him as a hostage. His co-pilot, Lucia, managed to escape from the spacer hideout. She sent me a message begging for help. I just don't know who to turn to. You would do that? Really? Sorry if I seem a little in shock. Most people around here don't stick their neck out for others. But thank you. Sincerely. There's one more thing. My son and I had a falling out. We haven't spoken in years. If you mention me, I'm not sure how he'll react. It might be better not to. Anyway, just thought you should know. I appreciate that. Now please hurry. My son's life is in your hands. I hope Miles is okay. No haggling, the prices are the prices. Fine.
Looking for something in particular? Do you ever lay on your back and look up at the stars? I used to do that to test myself. See, for me, that never felt like looking up. It felt like looking down into a terrifying abyss. At any moment, I was afraid that gravity could fail and I would plunge down into the sky. I guess after a while, fear becomes a kind of companion.
You can't have it both ways.
Oh, sure. Once I've saved up enough money, I'm gonna book passage on a ship. Of course, I'll probably have to take something to knock myself out. I do not want to be conscious for any space travel. No way. Hopefully I can find a settlement on a planet where it's always daytime. That way I'll never have to look up at the night sky and be reminded of the terrors of space. You've got it. Bye then.
I'll consider any deal. But I make no promises about which ones I'll accept. I previously worked with the station's owner, Rishi Saint. There was some unfortunate business involving my accounting duties with the Vanguard, and I served some time. When I got out, Rishi approached me with a job opportunity. It was the best of a very limited set of options. That's a personal matter, and I'm not inclined to discuss it with you. Ours is a business relationship. I trust that if I keep up my end of the bargain, he'll keep up his. Nobody else was. I was grateful for the extended hand of friendship.
Wait a minute. Aren't you the guy behind that big Vanguard embezzling scandal?
Yes, that was me. I made mistakes, but I've paid my debt to society.
Hey, no judgment here. You're making a fresh start, and I can understand that.
Now, how can I help you? Certainly. Will that be all?
Welcome to our little corner of the Starfield. Can I set you up with a drink? I have a son, Gabriel. He became very ill, and I just couldn't afford the treatment. I'd met Mr. Saint while I was tending bar at the Astral Lounge. He tried to hire me for this place, but I said no. It was just so remote. When he learned about my son's illness, he said he'd pay the bills on the condition I work here. It's some kind of alien pathogen. It was attacking his nervous system. Mr. Saint explained it, but I don't have any background in medicine, so most of it went over my head. Apparently, he was the only one who caught it. Rotten luck, I guess. This is no place for a child. I'm not saying Neon is a paradise, but at least there's room to run around and other kids to make friends with. I miss him to death, but I have to think about what's best for him. Besides, my mom's pretty great. I know he's in good hands. A couple of years still. I don't love missing a huge chunk of my son's childhood, but at least I'll have one. It might seem that way, but he's making a tidy profit. I had to agree to pay 10% extra as interest. What choice did I have?
I'm not sure how I feel about that. On the one hand, he's taken advantage of a desperate mother. But paying off those medical bills is no small thing. So maybe it's a fair trade.
Now that I've told you my life story, how about a drink? I tend to keep my nose out of other people's business, but I did hear something. Word is, Killian's looking to acquire some items of particular value. My guess is those items aren't exactly legal, if you know what I mean. If you're looking to do some business, you should check with him. Not exactly news, but I'll give you a heads up anyway. Darcy's a good person, but she had a troubled youth. There was some chem use, and it took a toll. Give her some leeway, is all I'm saying. You meet Cuddy yet? That's our doctor. We had someone through here not long ago who recognized him. Seems he used to be pretty well known in New Atlantis. I brought it up with him, but he didn't want to talk about it. Have you met Maddie? She keeps the place fixed up. Got a real gift for machines, especially robots. She's always tinkering with Tiger or Pet Model S. In fact, I heard her talking with one of the patrons. Sounded like she was in the market for more components. We had to dust up with some spacers who got out of hand. One ended up in the brig, and the rest left in a huff. They said something about coming back real soon. Glad we've got Chan and his guards around. There was a married couple through here a little while back. They're traders who do business from their ship. Facing the adventure and the danger of the free lanes together. It's kind of romantic, if you ask me. Not exactly news, but I'll give you a heads up anyway. Darcy's a good person, but she had a troubled youth. There was some chem use, and it took a toll. Give her some leeway, is all I'm saying. Here you go.
Keep walking. Yes.
That's unfortunate. Reliable traders are a rare commodity out here.
I could always mix the drink.
Grab a drink and relax.
Few things lonelier than an empty bridge.
Cat, you're starting to move a little stiff and creaky. Might be time for an oil bath. Just gotta fix about a dozen things around here first. You new around here? Well, don't break anything. Place is barely holding together as it is. You better. Got enough on my hands without having to clean up after fools who start poking and prodding things. Had a trader in here last week who leaned on a pipe when the sealant was still drying. Knocked the damn thing loose and sprayed hot water all over himself. Name's Maddie. I keep the place running. Always had a knack for machines. Good thing, too. If it wasn't for me, everyone would have been sucked out into space because we lost a wall. Hell yeah, they are. I'd ask for a raise, but try and get even one credit out of that skinflint Rishi is damn near impossible. He's got his fist clenched around his credits, tighter than a restrictor clamp on a busted sewage line. Anyway, the workshop's my quarters, but you can use the equipment if you want. Just don't mess with my stuff, or I'll sick tiger on you. Unless, of course, you get in my good graces by doing a little job for me. Yep. My creation. My pet project, you could say. Okay, bad joke. He keeps me company. And he keeps the unwanted attention away, if you catch my drift. I'm working on rigging up a harness so he can carry tools and such. Be my little helper. Yeah, he's a work in progress. Probably always will be, but ain't we all? It ain't like I've got a steady stream of top quality parts coming in. Truth is, most of my fixes are patch jobs, made with whatever's at hand. We do get traders from time to time, and Rishi haggles with them best he can. But you can bet that if there's a way to make a fix without spending credits, that's what he wants. That's right. Tiger here's in need of some upgrades. Thing is, I don't have the parts. Now, the parts I'm talking about ain't your standard items. I want the cutting-edge stuff. Prototypes. Parts that ain't even on the market yet. Well, that depends on the parts, of course. But I have a few ideas. Better servos to boost mobility, enhanced defensive capabilities, maybe some tool appendages to help with my work. You get the drift. I've reached the limits of what I can do with off-the-shelf stuff. I want to bust through those limits like a sledgehammer. Boom! Only then will I know what I'm truly capable of. Well, ain't you smart? How about I quit wasting both of our time and just level with you? I get reports from time to time about shipments of these prototype robot parts. I give you the info, and you go pay a visit to whatever cargo ship is making the delivery. You bring the parts back to me, and I pay you for them. Good. Now listen up. The parts are small, but valuable, so they'll likely be stowed in the captain's locker. That means boarding the ship and dealing with whoever's inside. If you blow the damn thing up and bring me back damaged parts, I ain't paying as much for them. I'll send along the latest tracking info and let you do your thing. Yeah, I was done talking to you anyway. I should make you a new toy. Maybe something you can chase around? What do you think, Tiger? Yeah, I thought you'd like that.
Look at this place. Home.
There is no one I would rather see right now.
So, Miss stay up late reading under the covers. Did you learn anything new from your book last night?
Don't pretend to be mad at me. I know you aren't really. I learned that back on Earth, people used to use the stars to navigate. That's so cute. But I guess it only worked because they just lived on.
Another jump down. Take that, Dad. Remind me one of these days to tell you the tale of a certain Solomon Tunnel, and where his stargazing landed him.
Because they just lived on one planet. And that sounds boring.
Remind me one of these days to tell you the tale of a certain Solomon Tunnel, and where his stargazing landed him.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Let's get him.
just lived on one planet. And that sounds boring.
Captain, landing procedure. Remind me one of these days to tell you the tale of a certain song come stargazing land again.
Might be able to salvage some raw materials from this place. Well, they don't need it now.
Soft goods, saber rubber, mineral oil or rubbing alcohol, or hard goods. Logging or later repair.
Not done yet! Hell you got!
Detect any enemies.
Actually put up a decent fight. Light 'em up!
block did not complete
Take long at all.
with minimal casualties.
Down, huh?
May as well, right?
I've done this 1,000 times. Just give up. wanted to go
items
through your
in
things.
inventory
Right in the mood.
irrelevant. Recommending disposal to decrease carry rate.
Behold, the fortune. for some tangible rewards.
stars for you. But I hope it makes
So, I hear you've been making yourself pretty useful around the ship.
I have, Dad. I want to be as good a co-pilot for the captain as I am for you.
Oh, you're doing a great job, String Bean. I'm proud of you. What do you say we get you a new outfit next time we're planetside?
It still fits, Dad. And I love it. Now, a new book. To be as good a co-pilot for the captain as I am for you.
Oh, you're doing a great job, String Bean. I'm proud of you. What do you say we get you a new outfit next time we're planetside?
It still fits, Dad. And I love it. Now, a new book. To be as good a co-pilot for the captain as I...
Living in the ground or caves has been a classic human maneuver since
I've heard you've been making a settled system safer. Not much.
Sidonia may be rough around the edges, but it is utterly monumental for humanity.
the exchange is a great place to buy your weapons. Just make sure to keep them holstered at all times.
You're not having any trouble finding what I need, I hope.
I am grateful. For our time together, always.
The Lux condos aren't anything special.
These goods I am asking for, maybe keep quiet about them, yeah? You and me, friendo. Stick together and we're going to make... Hey! I hope it wasn't too much trouble. Let us take a look at the goods. Oh, this is better than I expected. I'll need to do a little work to get them in sellable condition, but this is good. Thank you. If you ever want to do another run for me, I can always use more stock. Hey, you buy from me, maybe I can give you the same discount I give to locals. Take a look. See you later, friendo. You looking for deals on off-world goods? Just a reminder, I also buy junk you don't need anymore. yes. Ready to get some more equipment from dangerous renegades for me? Excellent. I can point you in the right direction, but it is up to you how to acquire what I seek. I wish you luck, and thank you.
The United Colonies was forced to close another crime ring investigation.
Always nice to kick back in the Rook and Spear.
Everything looks exactly as we left it, right? Right.